How is everybody doing? Good afternoon to everyone. We will wait a little bit so we can get on the feed a little bit of more people so we can start with last minute information that our contact from Chiapas, from ATN Noticias, our friend Carlos Lopez has just given us from what is going on the Chiapas border in our country, Mexico. We will wait a little bit on the feed so we can start. Good afternoon to everyone. Good evening to everyone. How's everybody doing? Let's wait a few more. Let's go. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Good afternoon to everyone. It's 2:24 in the afternoon over here at Tijuana, Mexico. It's partly cloudy with precipitations of rain of 0%. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. This just in, people. Last minute information from our contact in Chiapas. You know that our contact is always 100% accurate. I want to thank Carlos Lopez for his attention and for being a friend of mine for more than 8 months. He's a great journalist from Chiapas, and we have created a great friendship through journalism. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue. People, this just in, more than 80. Approximately the amount is 80 to 100 people from Syria. 80 to 100 people from Syria. They just arrived to the Chiapas border. They are awaiting to be moved to another shelter that is called Estación Mesoamerica. They are moving Africans and people from Haiti because they were living outside on the street in tents, and it was a massive storm over there in Chiapas. After the conditions and human rights arrived to the station, they came to an agreement to move them to a station that is called Mesoamerica. I will have the details later on this afternoon. As I am driving right now, I can't give you that much of information as I am driving, but I will try to do my best. Apparently, the amount is between 80 to 100 people from Syria that just arrived to the Chiapas border. Now, people, not only from Syria, from Sri Lanka, they have people from Sri Lanka that just arrived also to the Chiapas border. So we got people from Syria, we got people from Sri Lanka, we got people from Africa. He is going to give me the countries and the places that they're coming from and the statistics of how many people they are just arrived. The statistic that is 100% accurate is that between 80 to 100 people from Syria, they just arrived through the Chiapas border. He's going to send me some photographs, and also he's going to send me the information for you guys, for everybody, to the Mexican public. I'm about to go, after I finish this live, I will go live with the Mexican public to say to the Mexican public what is going on in our Chiapas border. People, this is basically an invasion, people. We thought, and we started with only 3 countries. That it was only Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. Now it's all the world, people. They are counting 80 to 100 people from Syria. They are behaving. Our contact is saying that they are behaving well. And every single immigrant that is waiting for the visas of transit, people from Africa and people from Haiti, and now people from Syria, and also people from Sri Lanka and all parts of the world. These people are waiting at a shelter that is called Shelter Mesoamerica. That is the name of the shelter. It's called Shelter Mesoamerica. They just moved them to that shelter Why? Because of the constant rain that is going on in Chiapas. That the conditions were bad for these immigrants. That they were they were staying outside in the street with no tents, with no protection. So human rights stepped in, and they came to an agreement with the Chiapas government to move them partially to a shelter that is called Mesoamerica. Mesoamerica shelter. I will have the details. Where they're stationed at and where is it at. The only thing that I can tell you guys is that we have now a confirmation, people. A confirmation that people from Syria, 80 to 100 people from Syria, they are in Chiapas now. They are in Chiapas. They're entering our border. And like I told you people the last time, like I told everybody the last time, if this caravan, they let them in to the United States as easy as it has been for the people of Central America, they're going to come, people. They're going to come. Our contact is saying that they're behaving well. They're not acting radical, but the tension is in there. The tension is always to 1,000%. And that station of Siglo XXI, the tension is always high, and there's always waiting for something to break so they can start acting radical, and they can start acting. They can start demanding their visas of transit. So this just in, people, for you guys to know. I will post a couple of pictures of the shelter of how they are living right now, the pictures that they were sent to me. But apparently I'm sorry, the conditions that they were living, these Africans that they just came to our country, and the conditions of these people that they were living in our city, on our port of entry at Ciudad Hidalgo, the conditions are bad. So in this transit that they were moving them to this other shelter that is called Mesoamerica shelter, this number that just came in, 80 to 100 people from Syria, they just arrived to our port of entry in Chiapas. And not only that, people from Sri Lanka, they just arrived. I don't know what to say anymore. We are trying to defend as much as we can over here at our end, at Tijuana. And I don't know what our government is waiting for. But the only thing that I can tell you is that they're coming and strong. Hopefully, they will get documented. That is the number one reason that they don't want to do. They don't want to be documented as the people from Syria and the people from Africa. They don't want to be documented. There's a rumor that it's just one person that has Ebola. In all these countries that we never had in our country, like Sri Lanka, they're coming in through our south door. So this goes out for all the people in America. I will have exact numbers later on tonight. Later on this afternoon, I will have exact numbers. I will post the exact numbers that we have about the people from Syria. I will try to get some images of these people from Syria. But the exact number that they're saying is between 80 to 100 people. Why is saying between 80 to 100 people? Because he left when the amount was 80, and they were so 20 more over there. So we have a mass amount of Africans, people from Syria coming in, people from Sri Lanka, and other parts of the world, that they're coming in from the south. And also the immigrants were moved. They were stationed right there outside of the street at Siglo XXI. They were moved to a shelter, and that shelter, also I forgot, they're going to give them food. They're going to get medical attention, and they're going to get some blankets and a good place to stay. So that is our information for this evening. It is time, people. It is time to America to wake up. It is time for America to be calling and to be supporting your Border Patrol. And it is time to start supporting the United States Customs and start supporting your Border Patrol and start putting the National Guard in the south door. Because our president is not stopping this. Our president wants open doors. Our president wants open borders. And there's a lot of Mexicans like me that we are informing and we are doing coverage and we are against this UN pact, but we are not enough. It's a mass of destruction and it's a demonic movement that we are just a few against thousands and thousands of thousands. Have a great evening. Have a great afternoon. I will be posting later on, and I will be doing a live later for you guys. And I will be also giving you updates later on this afternoon about the people from Syria, exact number of people from Sri Lanka, and other places of the world. Stay safe, be safe, wake up, and always remember peace and love, and always your country first.